Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to replace a hood release cable, and I'll be demonstrating this on my 2002 Acura TL-S. So if you're like me, you've got a problem where you go to release your hood, only then for the hood to not pop open. Over time these cables can become stiff, they can stretch, or in the worst case scenario they can break. So it's time to replace that. So before we begin, we're gonna need to purchase some parts. So we'll come to any Acura parts website and select our vehicle. I've got a 2002 TL-S. We'll come to body and then hood. Scroll down and here's our hood cable, reference number 7. It's about 30 bucks. And then as we remove all the various panels, the bumper and the fender lining, we're gonna need to buy some replacement clips. We're going to need two different types of clips. Here's the part number way up here for the first one. It's a smaller clip, and you can usually buy a pack of 100 of these for less than 10 bucks. So that's perfect. Here it is. And then here's the part number for the second one you'll need right up here. And again, perfect. 100 of them for less than 10 bucks. So first we have to get the hood open. And the easiest way to do that, assuming your cable isn't broken, is to take a pliers like this and to get a hold of the cable and just give it a pull. Might need a hard pull though. There we go. Don't know if you heard it, but the hood is now open. So now we can come under the hood, pull up on the tab there, and open our hood. There we go. And next we have to remove this front bulkhead cover, it's called. There's a bunch of clips all over it that we're going to need to remove. There, sometimes there. And we're just going to remove all those clips and remove this piece of plastic trim. An easy way to get these clips out is to use a specific clip removal tool like this one. You can get it for less than 10 bucks on eBay. Basically, you just slide it on under the push tab first. Pull up on there, then you can wedge it under the rest of the clip and pry it on out. With that plastic cover removed, we just got two more clips to remove from the top of the grill here, right there and there. Next, we're gonna come under the bumper and we're gonna remove a series of clips and screws, starting right there, one right there, just following all the way down. There's another clip there. Just remove all those clips on the bottom now. And then there's two more clips under the wheel well that we have to remove before we can take out the bumper. It's kind of located up and under. You'll just need a little ratchet to remove that screw, one on each side. And with all those clips and screws removed, we can finally remove the bumper. We're just going to be careful because there are fog light wires attached, so we don't want to pull on the bumper too hard. So it's kind of held in by a little push tab, so we're just gonna kind of come around and pull on it all the way around. We get over here. There we go. So the whole bumper has been kind of released. Now we're gonna carefully lift it off. And we're just gonna kind of get deep down in there and remove those fog light wires now. Next, we just gotta remove this hood latch cover. There's two little clips that we gotta remove. We can get a screwdriver under there, wedge those out, and then we can remove this cover here. And there's our hood latch. Now we're gonna remove the front driver's side wheel, and then we have to remove this inner fender lining. There's, again, just a couple clips that hold it in randomly throughout. Right there. Just kind of follow it up. Another back here. Another back there. Just a couple all the way down. We're also going to have to remove this splash guard. If you have one on your car, just hold them by a couple screws. So we have that fender lining trim removed. Now we're going to come back into the car and we're going to remove some more pieces of trim, starting with this door sill trim here. Just give it a good tug. one more. Come on. There we go. And then we have to remove this cover right here by the parking brake. We'll just start by coming way in the back upper corner here and giving it a good tug. There's a little, or I should say a bigger clip right there, so we're going to remove that. First one, and then we'll just try grab it anywhere, really, on the whole assembly, and just giving it a pull outward. There we go. Kind of difficult, but let's use a little muscle, and off it comes. Now we have to remove the hood release cable from the lever here. So first we're going to kind of dislodge this from the little bracket, take a screwdriver and just kind of pop it out like that. I'll give us some more play room. And then kind of up and under, you can see there's a little slit right here. We have to guide this wire through that slit, and we'll remove this cable from the lever. Now we're going to come to the outside of the vehicle again, and we're going to remove this grommet. There we go. And we're going to pull the cable out of the car. There we go. Next, there will be 3 little clips along the top here that we got to remove. We'll just take a flathead screwdriver, kind of wedge it on under in there, and pop those loose. Next, we're going to need to push through 3 black clips. There's one right there, one right there, and one on the inside by the coolant reservoir right there. We're going to use the needle nose pliers. Be careful not to break these because we're going to reuse them. Okay, now we can remove the other end of the cable from the hood latch, so we can just kind of pop that through. Then we can take our screwdriver, kind of wedge it on in there, pull back this latch, and maneuver the cable out just like that. So now we're going to have to pull the cable out through that little hole up there under the wheel well, and this will probably be a little tricky, but you can see I've already got it started out from behind the hood latch. One thing we can do to make it easier is we can remove these little clips here. They kind of separate like that, come right off, and we'll just slowly but surely work it on through. Now, a few things you could do to make this project easier would be to remove this entire hood latch assembly held in by just a couple screws. You could also remove the headlight, which is held in by 2 screws up on top here, one right there, and then 2 more under there. It's also at this time that if you need to, you can clean up your hood latch assembly. All of these pivot points should move nice and easy. This part right here, the hood latch should be able to move back and forth freely and spring back. The hood latch part down in here that we pried back with the screwdriver, that should move easy too. All you got to do is just clean it all up with some WD-40, then spray it with a little bit of white lithium grease. So we've got the headlight removed, and that'll give us a lot more working room. You can see the cable go all the way through now. There's the exit hole as well. So we're just going to pull that cable the rest of the way out. And there we have it, everybody. The old cable is out, and as you can see, when I pull on this cable, nothing happens. It is not moving. It's completely seized. It should not be doing that. Compare that to this new one. So easy that moves. That's what you want. So we're going to put our new cable in now. So you can see the new cable comes with a grommet and those 3 clips that go under the wheel well there. So we're going to first start by guiding this little ball in under the wheel well, not the side with the grommet. The grommet side goes towards the inside of the car. So we'll guide this in, and then we'll take these little other 3 clips that are removed from the old wire and put those on after we guide it through. Now it's a reverse order process. We have the entire cable guided in. We've got this end attached to the hood latch. We've got our clips all in place there, right there, as well as then we guided the other end through this hole here, got the grommet in place, Reattach those 3 clips. And then we're gonna come in the car and we're gonna reattach it to our hood release lever. To ease the process, you can remove these 2 bolts here to remove this entire lever in order to make it easier to reattach the cable. With the new cable officially installed, we can now reattach the headlight and tighten down those 5 bolts. And before we get too far, why don't we just make sure that the hood actually closes and opens. Moment of truth. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Let's do it one more time. Look at this, I can open it with my pinky, it's so easy. Awesome. Now we can put this hood release cover back on, just line up these 2 tabs and just press it on in place. With the hood latch cover back on, we can put this door sill trim back on, just press it in place all the way down. It's about 5 tabs you gotta press. There we go. Nice. And then we can reinstall the fender lining and reattach the splash guard as well. And again, it's super handy to have a bunch of spare clips so that way you don't have to worry about breaking them. Next, we'll reinstall the cover over the hood latch and reattach these 2 clips on the bottom. So now we can work at putting the bumper back on. And to start, we're just gonna kind of loosely place it on there. You can see it's not really on there all the way. And then we're gonna come under the car and we'll look on up in there and we can reattach each of the fog light electrical connectors. So now we're gonna slide that bumper in place. You'll see that there's this lip on the bumper as well as this black part under the headlight here. There are these little tabs, it's gonna slide in there, as well as these little bumps. These little holes in the bumper will slide over those bumps and lock in place there. And we're also just gonna line the bumper up along here as well, get that in place. So here we go, we'll kind of start out at the side. Push that forward. Just kind of clicks in place. Same thing here. Just kind of push it in. Now we'll work on the other side. Kind of start with the side a little bit. Work it in. Press it. Press it in place. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Now we can work at putting all those clips on under the bumper. Also, don't forget to reinstall these 2 screws hidden up under the wheel well here. And then don't forget these 2 little clips on top. And then we can work on putting that long piece of plastic trim back on. Then you can put your wheel back on and torque those lug nuts down to 80 foot-pounds. And we are all finished. I just want to say thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please give the video a like. It helps me a lot. You can check out the description. There's going to be more information down there, as well as links to parts and timestamps to better navigate through the video. Also, feel free to leave a comment or ask a question. I'm pretty good at getting back to people. So again, thanks for watching. Have a great day and take care. So much better.